And there's a group outside collecting signatures to get this on the ballot, and I would like to get a court injunction to stop this program from going into effect until we the people have our say. Because you didn't ask us if we wanted this program. You told us, hey, this is your program. This is what I decided and the council decided. You didn't ask us. You didn't have one public hearing. To implement a major program like this, there should have been a series of public hearings and asked for our input first. And creatively, we might have been able to come up with some ideas that are not going to be as devastating as you like to threaten us with, that we could live with. But instead, you want us to spend all this money on these bags, and then you're going to have people come by and put tickets on our doors. Now, what am I supposed to do if I buy the bags and my tenants don't? Who gets the fine, me or them? I think I'm going to get the fine, the way things work around here. Now, I'm not a policeman for you or the town of Malden, and I can't dictate to my tenants, hey, you know, you put your trash out there, you put your trash out there, and you didn't put it in the right bag, now I got the ticket, all right? So the thing is, like I said earlier, when I spend all my money, but you guys apparently overspent $5 million, and you guys approved all these contracts with raises, and insurance costs are being built in, and you had no idea where the money was going to come from. Now you come shaking us down for more money. I don't think it's fair, I don't think it's right, I don't like it, and I don't want to participate in the program, and I hope the rest of the people of this town will rise up and shut this program down. And I know you're going to tell me that 125 communities already have it. That means there's 200 that don't. And the reason why they don't have it is because they don't want it. All right? And if you came for a Proposition 2.5 override, you'd find out the answer's still going to be no. Because we're not going to give you any more of our money. This is illegally going around Proposition 2.5. It's going around the spirit of the law. All right? So why don't you people reconsider this program and put it back in the trash barrel where it belongs, and come to us and ask us for some creative thoughts and ideas where we might be able to give you some insight on what we feel. And you know what? I got gas heat. You know what? You should convert to gas.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Hey, can I have an answer to that question?
I don't know which question was in there, but...
Well, it was quite specific about the ticketing.
Ticketing.
Whether the landlord gets the ticket.
No, under the way the program works, every resident is responsible for their own disposal. So tenants, as well as owners, are responsible to buy their bags and participate in the program that way. The hope is, obviously the hope is that we get great cooperation and implement it. If we don't, as Mr. Smith predicts, then we'll have some issues, but the fine will go to the offender, not to the homeowner. The same way you prove any other violation of the law. It's not the first ordinance implementation plan that we've had to put in place. But just get the microphone to you. So the answer is the fine is on the offender.
69 Sprague Street. It's really good to see so many people out here. And I think all of us have to try to keep in mind that this is the way we can make things happen in a positive way. Because things don't work well when only a few people do the job. My main complaint here is voiced by both the two previous speakers. In a situation like this that entails everybody's life in this city, and with the whole thing with Proposition 2.5, we should have a say in how something like this is put together. And on the basis of making a better city. A city is better when everybody participates. That's what democracy is about. Democracy isn't for free, it's responsibility. And when we have a lot of heads together, we can figure out better programs like this gentleman here said. So I think, and I believe that we should fight for this city to let us be involved in putting together a program that will work good for the city and for the people involved and have a say in it. Just like they wanted us to have a say in the visionary meetings that they had last year. But all of a sudden this comes up and it has nothing to do with us having a say. So I hope that we can work together and have some meetings on how to do this and also get involved and put a program together that will work for the city and all of us. Thank you.
Go ahead, question?
Mr. Howard,
Hi, my name is Michael Guarino. I live on 21 Desmond Road in Malden. I'm not sure what ward it's in. All I want to say is it appears, as you can see, and as everybody here can see, we're having a rough go of this. And I think it's reflective of the fact that there are many registered voters that are just plain against this, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Howard. With all due respect, I don't question any of these numbers. I'm a math person. And you had time, you took the time to prepare them out of courtesy in this meeting. I haven't had the time to look at them, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It's not, I don't think it's relevant to what's going on. I think relevant to what's going on here is that many registered voters are against this here. And you know, as well as I know, that every time one person speaks out against something, that means that 10 more people are against it. And I can guarantee you, from having been around since it came out, that that means that at least half or more of the 56,000 people in this city are against what you're doing. In addition to that, I believe what this other gentleman said here, that the result will be, whether you like it or not, and no matter what you threaten, that those who cannot afford it and have to choose between that and food or that and rent will look for another means. And that will make the city messier, and that will cause homeowners to get fined more, and that will cause the value of property to go down in the city. I urge you to consider something else, because I really think that this is going to be destructive to the city of Malden. I've lived here my whole life, and I think that something like this will cause the quality of life in Malden to go down for all of us. Thank you for your time, Mr. Mayor.
Mayor Howard. My name is Susan Allenby. I live at Rockland Park. I am extremely concerned about the enforcement provisions of this. It seems to be based on the premise that everybody in the city gets curbside pickup. I do not get curbside pickup. I have not gotten curbside pickup in years. Every Wednesday night, the 6 households on my street take their trash, Wednesday night or Thursday morning, take their trash to the next street and place it in front of another 2-family home, because we do not get curbside pickup. We have not gotten curbside pickup in years. That means there are 8 households worth of trash in front of my neighbor's house. How do you enforce this? And every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock at night, and every Thursday morning at 8:30 in the morning, the bottle and can lady comes around. And lifts open every single one of those bags, rummages through them, spills trash all over the street, and then randomly shoves them back into the bag. So there is no way you know whose bag belongs to whom. Is my widowed 70-something-year-old neighbor with the mentally retarded 55-year-old son going to get the fine because everybody else on the street decides to ignore your law? Am I going to get the fine because this bag lady shows my envelope into somebody else's illegal trash bag? If that yellow bag is the bag, that is tiny. That is unacceptable. I would like to answer that question about the enforcement.
About the enforcement.
Yes.
The bag is, just to address that point, it's a standard 33-gallon bag.
How many mil? You're gonna need about 3 bags. I'll take it.
As far as the enforcement goes, yeah, the intention is, as we enforce now for trash pickup, is to have personnel follow the routes on a routine basis. If there's an overwhelming incidence of people disregarding the law, then we're certainly going to have an issue for successful implementation. The intention is to seek people's cooperation, explain to them why. I understand everybody's comment as to why they don't agree with the program, but as far as the enforcement is, we're going to enforce it like we enforce any other ordinance in the city of Malden.
And several of them were only shot when I heard that I did not have curbside pickup. They didn't even consider that.
I didn't hear you at the end. But how do you know we'll make every effort to try to find out? We'll do what we have to do to try to find out. As we do now.
Are there appeal rights? Are there appeal rights? If you find me, can I appeal it?
Yes. As you can with any other ordinance enforcement citation now.